Now in Good Morning Northwest, a new approach to crisis calls. How an all-women team on the West Plains connects people to help instead of handcuffs. We'll show you the program making a difference.
And it's another chilly start this morning, but some of that chilliness will be coming to an end fairly soon. We're tracking the changes.
And President Trump confirms CIA operations in Venezuela and explores possible land strikes. The escalating tensions as the government shutdown enters week 3. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, October 16th. Let's get you over to meteorologist Matt Gray with your first alert forecast. A little frosty out there.
Yeah, a little frosty for another morning here. And just look at this. Now we've just gotten the hourly updates here from some of the temperatures. Look at Moses Lake. This is the coldest we've seen yet here in Grant County. 28 degrees. Frost advisories for another morning here in these areas. And boy, it's starting to turn into a bit of a hard freeze. So tough situation for the agricultural folks there in central Washington here the last couple of mornings. Colder Britsville, even though we seem to have an outage there with our monitor. 28 in Pullman. It's 34 in Spokane, 33 in Coeur d'Alene, right on the borderline of freezing for a third straight morning. And definitely something we got to keep an eye on here when it comes to chilly conditions. You'll probably need the ice scraper again. I certainly have over the past few mornings. 33 at St. Mary's. It's in the 20s in Colville and in Winthrop. Now, this is actually, with the exception of the Moses Lake area and around Pullman, Coeur d'Alene, for most of us, it's actually just a touch warmer or about the same as we were at this time yesterday. We will be in the similar temperature range as well heading into the afternoon. We'll be back up into the middle and upper 50s. Changes will begin this evening. That starts with a few more clouds and some warmer temperatures in the evening and overnight compared to recent nights. We'll take a look at the more changes you could expect for Friday coming up.
Matt, thanks. Could fewer arrests lead to a safer community?
A first responder team on the West Plains is working to make that reality. The West Plains Crisis Response Team is a program run by the Airway Heights and Cheney Police Departments. They created it in 2023, but it recently got 2 new members. This is the first week all 5 are responding to calls together.
And so if we can get in there and get people connected to resources and services to prevent them from going to jail to the hospital, that's really important to us. That's a key part of why we're here.
This new all-women team is working to redefine what policing can look like by getting our most vulnerable populations connected with the help they need. Both police departments say there is an increased need for the program as the number of crisis calls continues to rise. This morning, President Trump confirms he has authorized CIA operations in Venezuela, even exploring possible land strikes inside the country.
The revelation comes as the government shutdown stretches into its 3rd week. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in D.C. with the latest.
This morning, the Venezuelan government is denouncing President Trump after he indicated his administration is exploring land strikes inside the South American country.
Are you considering strikes on land?
Well, I don't want to tell you exactly, but we are certainly looking at land now because we've got the sea very well under control.
Trump now acknowledging he's authorized covert CIA action in the country, escalating a campaign against Venezuela's authoritarian leader, Nicolas Maduro.
No a la guerra.
Maduro lashed back at Trump, saying that he doesn't want the CIA in Venezuela, and what he says is its track record of carrying out coups in Latin America, saying, quote, "How long will CIA coups continue?" It comes after the U.S. carried out its 5th deadly strike on an alleged drug smuggling boat off Venezuela. When the president was asked why he was striking the boats instead of using traditional Coast Guard operations where officers can verify who's on board, Trump claimed the Coast Guard boats weren't fast enough to keep up with drug traffickers.
They have faster boats. Some of these boats are seriously, I mean, they're world-class speedboats, but they're not faster than missiles.
The administration has provided no evidence linking the boats or the 27 people killed so far to smuggling operations, prompting criticism from both sides of the political aisle.
There's lots of people who have been designated terrorists. That does not automatically give the authority to take lethal action.
These boats may not have had any drugs on it. We will never know because they were blown to smithereens.
Meanwhile, the government shutdown is now entering its 3rd week with no insight. Already, more than 4,000 federal workers have lost their jobs during the government shutdown, and the Trump administration says that number will more than double. But a judge has ordered the administration to immediately halt those mass firings. While military troops and the FBI will still get paid, hundreds of thousands of other federal workers, including air traffic controllers, will not. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
It is not just air traffic controllers. The federal workers not receiving pay during the shutdown include several types of FAA workers and TSA agents.
Because they're not getting paid, many workers are calling out sick, saying they can't afford to go to work. And if you're traveling, those callouts could affect your flights. The FAA said at least 12 facilities didn't have enough air traffic controllers last Friday. Some of those impacted airports were in major metro areas like New York and Chicago. Expedia travel expert Melanie Fish says if you're traveling during the shutdown, you could try to book the earliest and the direct flight to help avoid delays. It's also important to know your rights as a passenger.
You have to be offered accommodations in certain cases. You have to be offered the option to get a refund in certain cases. You have to be offered options on another airline in certain cases.
If you do have to rebook your flight because of a delay or cancellation, Fish says it may be faster to do it online rather than standing in line to see an agent in person, which we all know is never fun at an airport. And people at some airport security checkpoints across the country are seeing a propaganda video from Homeland Security Director Kristi Noem. This video blames Democrats for the government shutdown and resulting travel disruptions.
Washington Senator Maria Cantwell is firing back, demanding federal investigators look into whether Noem's video violates federal law. Here's a portion of that video.
Democrats in Congress refuse to fund the federal government. And because of this, many of our operations are impacted, and most of our TSA employees are working without pay.
Senator Cantwell says Noem's video falsely blames Democrats in Congress for the government shutdown's impact on airport operations and TSA agents working without pay. She's requesting an investigation into potential Hatch Act violations. That law prohibits federal employees from engaging in political activity while on duty. So far, multiple airports around the nation have refused to play the video, including Spokane International Airport and SeaTac.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:07.
Matt is back and taking a look at some fog, I think. I can't really tell.
Hard to see.
There is a road. There are people down in there somewhere. Once again, looking out towards the St. Mary's area, pretty foggy along the St. Joe River this morning. And along with many other parts of the inland Northwest, we're tracking fog and some changes that'll maybe have you feeling a little bit warmer tomorrow coming up.
Well, if you're watching, you know it wasn't fun. The Mariners suffered a nasty, lopsided playoff loss as they brought the ALCS back home to T-Mobile Park. We're taking a look at last night's loss and ahead to tonight's big matchup. It's coming up a little later here in Morning Sports.
And racist and anti-Semitic messages rock young Republican groups nationwide. The leaked group chat involving a lawmaker and federal officials sparks calls for congressional investigation. The story right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV. Liberty Safes are the best safes money can buy, and now save up to $500 on select models at Wing Sales. Choose from the largest selection of Liberty Safes, free curbside delivery. Wing Sales, safe stoves and more. Trent and Freya, sale going on now.
Nearly 2 years ago, 75% of Spokane voters approved Prop 1, a measure to ban public camping near schools, parks, and childcare centers. But our elected officials have done nothing to stop the camping. Crime and open drug use have only gotten worse, much worse. Kate Tellis is on record opposing the will of the voters on Prop 1. But Alejandro is for stopping criminal activity on our streets, while offering real help to those in need. So please, vote Alejandro for Spokane City Council.
Do you think both of these tiles would work in my bathroom? Tired of a big box service?
At Caruso's Floors, we've kept Spokane covered for over 80 years.
Right now, during our fall sale, it's a great time to check out our selection of quality Karastan products.
Caruso's Floors.
AutoNation makes it easy to say hello to your next car. Shop over 25,000 used vehicles now at AutoNation.com. Plus, we'll buy your car for top dollar and pay you the same day. Visit your nearest AutoNation store today.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
We know your garage door is more than just a door. It's also curb appeal and security. That's why our expertly trained technicians bring precision to every install. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and a great investment for your home. Give us a call today.
Have you or someone you know lived, worked, or enjoyed time in Lincoln County in the last 10 years? If so, you've likely been exposed to Libby amphibole asbestos. 1 in 4 screened have developed an asbestos-related disease. Hope is here. The Center for Asbestos-Related Disease, CARD, in Libby, provides free screenings, care, and resources to those impacted by asbestos exposure. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Contact the CARD Clinic, comprehensive care for exposure and disease.
Liberty Safes are the best safes money can buy. And now save up to $500 on select models at Wing Sales. Choose from the largest selection of Liberty Safes. Free curbside delivery. Wing Sales, safe stoves and more. Trent and Freya, sale going on now.
At nearly 6:11, here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The Israeli government is set to hold state memorial ceremonies today for the victims of the October 7th attacks.
It comes amid increasing anger that the bodies of several hostages have not yet been returned. So far, only 9 of the 28 deceased hostages have been returned to Israel since the ceasefire deal took effect. Hamas said yesterday it has handed over all the bodies it can access and will need significant efforts and special equipment to recover more remains. President Donald Trump says Israeli forces could resume fighting in Gaza, quote, as soon as I say the word, if Hamas does not uphold its end of the ceasefire deal.
Unauthorized pro-Palestinian political messages praising Hamas and attacking President Trump and Israel's prime minister were broadcast through public address systems and terminals at 4 airports in the U.S. and Canada Tuesday. It disrupted operations and sparked investigations into the apparent hacks. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy called it completely unacceptable and said the FAA is working to, quote, get to the bottom of this hack.
Racist and anti-Semitic messages from a Young Republicans group chat are sparking outrage across the country. Political reports the leaked messages contain slurs used more than 250 times over 7 months. The participants include a state senator from Vermont and a federal official. Peter Junita, the former chair of the New York State Young Republicans, allegedly wrote about sending people to gas chambers and expressed his support for Hitler. Some Republicans condemn the language, while Vice President J.D. Vance is calling them offensive jokes. California Governor Gavin Newsom is now demanding a congressional investigation.
The world is on track to add another 2 months of dangerous, super hot days each year by the end of the century. That's according to a new study from climate scientists at the World Weather Attribution and the U.S.-based Climate Central. That study found that the Paris Climate Agreement has had a significant effect on curbing climate change. It says without it, the Earth would be heading to an additional 114 days a year of those deadly hot days.
And locally, it's time to plan today in your weather. Cold start this morning again. Some areas of patchy fog. Make sure you're slowing down on those fog banks. There's quite a few out there this morning. For the afternoon, clear in the 50s. This is our last kind of truly calm day, 100% sunny day. By the evening, we've got some clouds rolling in ahead of a couple of weather systems we're tracking coming up.
This is a really cool story. Up in Sandpoint, middle and high school students who take part in the North Idaho High School Aerospace Program celebrating having 2 of their planes certified as airworthy by the FAA. With this certification, these planes can now begin flight testing. Eric Gray, who's a former student, has qualified and been selected to be the test pilot here. Now, during this program, students not only learn STEM skills specific to aviation, but also develop critical teamwork habits and leadership skills. To learn more information on this program, you can head to the story. It's up right now on KXLY.com.
Incredible.
High school and middle school students building planes cleared by the FAA.
Yeah.
That's just, it's wild.
And not like little remote control planes. Like these are
actual planes that go high in the air.
It's so great. I just wonder like how that will launch them into their careers. You know, yeah, where will
20 years, where will they be?
Awesome.
Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:14.
Well, putting more young creative minds to work. Coming up, how Idaho students can make history by naming a snowplow that'll clear roads in their region. Can't wait to hear what they come up with.
First, we got a spooky sight as we take you to a commercial break. We're live this morning on the South Hill, checking out some displays at homes around our area, getting you in the spirit for Halloween coming up here in just a couple of weeks here. We'll see you after the commercial break. Keeping your teen driver safe shouldn't crash your budget. I'm Natalie Grant from 4 News Now. From the car they drive to the insurance plan you choose, I'll show you how to cut costs without skimping on protection. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
From your head and shoulders, down to your toes, and everywhere in between. Kootenai Health provides advanced medicine right where you need it, right here in North Idaho.
It's time for 4 News Now, Coats for Kids. Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate Coats for Kids through October 31st.
SCCU is partnering with 4 News Now, Coats for Kids to help keep children warm, safe, and healthy this winter.
SCCU loves Coats for Kids. At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF.
This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
See your local GMC dealer.
Need to sell your home fast? Facing foreclosure, downsizing, or inherited a property you don't need? APH Buys Homes makes selling simple, quick, and stress-free. We buy homes as is, no cleaning, repairs, or hassle, and we'll beat other cash homeowner offers by $2,500 or pay you for your time. Trusted locally for over 25 years, visit selltoaph.com or call 509-818-1800 today.
It's that time of year to get fall flooring specials from Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop for wood.
Get your home ready for the holidays with big fall savings on new vinyl, hardwood, or laminate flooring from the pros at Windsor Plywood.
Is there a sport your kids haven't suited up for? Luckily, when it comes to providing advanced care for your family, there isn't a sports injury Kootenai Health hasn't seen. Find your specialist at kh.org.
4 News Now, brought to you by the Tire Store.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
You know them. Things like Sir Plows a Lot, Taylor Drift,
Plowy McPlowface.
Yeah, all those good ones. The Idaho Transportation Department is now asking local students to come up with fun and creative names for its snowplows as winter approaches.
The Name a Snowplow contest is for Idaho students in grades 6 through 12. And students will name 2 plows from each IGD region, and transportation employees will then choose a winner. To find out how to submit an entry, you can find this story. It's up right now on KXLY.com. We've been going through names all morning. Usually it's like everyone that can submit a name.
Yep.
I'm curious what kids will come up with these names too, because they'll be really creative.
I've been looking at inspiration. I've got some ideas.
Oh, do you?
You are out of the age range, my friend, so sorry.
I still love to hear your ideas.
Yeah.
A spooky display. This one on East 16th in Spokane Valley. This family has gone bonkers with Halloween, and it's awesome.
I love seeing these displays. We're on a hunt to find some of the best ones all around our region this morning, getting us in the spirit for spookiness in a couple weeks here.
Yeah, and of course, then you've got the people with the giant skeletons from like the Home Depot and stuff. I mean, you can like peer over the fence and see.
Those are awesome.
It's wild stuff. Then you put a Santa hat on it because they're too heavy to move.
Keep them up all year long.
For sure, for sure. Okay, 4 things to know about your weather. It's our last calm day. Breezy, warmer for Friday. Weekend, rain and wind. If you're making plans, you say, whatever, I'm getting outside. I'm doing stuff anyway. Try to do it Saturday. Sunday, looking a little unpleasant in many areas. Right now, well, if you don't like the cold, it's been a bit of an unpleasant week for you, as we've seen temperatures getting close to freezing each morning or down below freezing, such as in Deer Park. We're at 25. We're at 31 in Spangle. We are in the low to mid 30s. All up and down the I-90 corridor. Post Falls, our cold spot along I-90 this morning at 30 degrees. So it is a little freezing out there. Got to watch out for some slick spots. We're starting to see a little bit of fog development here, basically just to the north of downtown Coeur d'Alene and to the west here. Also some around the Mica area and around Cougar Bay as well this morning. Let's head further north. That fog extending up past the Coeur d'Alene Airport into the Rathdrum area, Ramsey, north on Highway 41, all the way to Spirit Lake, and then down 54 to the Athol area. A little bit of fog around Silverwood as well this morning. Yeah, just slow it down when you're in some of these fog banks. They are a little dense. Same goes for the St. Mary's area in the south end of Lake Coeur d'Alene. From 4th of July Pass down into the Silver Valley. We also got some areas south of St. Mary's in Benoit County seeing a little bit of that fog this morning. Clear elsewhere, but still chilly no matter where you are waking up from this morning. Probably need the ice scraper. That's what I was trying to say. Mid and upper 50s for this afternoon. 60s in the Columbia Basin. Not a whole lot of change over the last couple of days with our overall temperatures. We start to see a little bit of a change tonight. 40, just 40 in Coeur d'Alene, 37 in Spokane, mid-30s still on the Palouse, and some 20s in our more sheltered valleys up north. But where we're not seeing that shelter, southerly winds going to help warm us up. Plus, we'll have a little bit of extra cloud cover tonight as well. We've got two systems we're tracking. First one comes in on Friday. It'll be a little breezy. We'll have some mountain showers, especially in North Idaho and the North Cascades. I'm not expecting much of any real notable chances for valley rain. Maybe you see a sprinkle or two, say around the Silver Valley or places like that. That's about it. Then most of Saturday is dry, but look at this. This is early Sunday morning. Here it comes, a much bigger round of rain, and it's going to be mostly rain. Snow levels are going to be up around 5,000 feet, so even most of our passes are going to be okay in that regard. And it's going to be windy. And look at this, pretty gusty in the Columbia Basin, 30 to 40 miles an hour. So not only is it going to be wet, it's going to be chilly, it's going to be windy. That is less than ideal for whatever you may have planned for Sunday. Maybe try and find something indoors. That seems like the best option.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Inside, some layers if you're walking out the door.
Yes. Most Saturday looks pretty good, though.
Yeah. All right, Matt, thanks. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:22.
Boy, it was a tough night for the Mariners as they take a big loss to the Blue Jays, but there were still plenty of highlight-worthy moments that you'll want to see. We have them coming up for you in Morning Sports right after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
It's time for 4 News Now, Coats for Kids. Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate Coats for Kids through October 31st.
Fred's Appliance is proud to partner with Coats for Kids, and we're giving you a chance to give back and win big. When you donate your coats, you'll be entered for a chance to win a beautiful Bosch dishwasher with free installation. You can drop off your coats at any of our Fred's Appliance locations.
The very core of Shine 104.9 is sharing the gospel.
I was listening to 104.9 continuously. Seems like all the praise songs that came on were exactly at that moment what I needed.
The sun does come up, joy does come in the morning, and there's so many songs that Shine plays that reminds us of that.
There's magic throughout the universe. And some places have more than others. There's magic inside, everywhere. There's no place like Wonders of the World. There's magic inside.
Today through this Monday, if you're hunting for the best selection of sporty used trucks and four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive SUVs,
we got them, and we are pricing them right to move them out.
Which means it's the perfect time to upgrade your vehicle to a better set of wheels before the winter months arrive. Bag a truck and save $1. Plus, this week, Cal is offering a minimum $2,000 trade-in for your old ride.
You want it? Cal's got it.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. And well, it wasn't the best evening for the Seattle Mariners. They fell big time to the Toronto Blue Jays, but we still saw plenty of great highlights.
Rodriguez drills the ball to left center field. Headed back there. Goodbye.
My Julio. What a shot to open the scoring 2-0 Seattle and keep their offense rolling in the first. Toronto will not have to wait long for their answer. Same score in the third. Andres Jimenez with a rocket sent to right field. That ball is way gone. We're tied at 2. Bases now loaded. Same inning. The ball flies up. Cal Raleigh can't block the pitch. Sends in the leading Blue Jays run, and Dalton Varsho keeps the inning going with a long double. In comes another pair of runs. It's now 5-2 to the visitors. And finally in the fourth, George Springer offers no relief. Just like game 1, he gets another solo home run, and Toronto will run away with this one. Seattle's ALCS win streak falls in this 13-4 loss, by far Seattle's most lopsided loss so far this postseason. Cal Raleigh and Randy Rosarena helped add home runs in the 8th inning, but that came after 4 Blue Jays runs in the 6th. So now Seattle moves to game 4. That's tonight, back at home, starting at 5:33 p.m. M's Luis Castillo is going to hit the mound against 41-year-old starter Max Scherzer. And the game of the week kicking off tomorrow night again. Colville at Rogers inside One Spokane Stadium. That's at 5 p.m. Cheney at Meade up at Union Stadium. And then Post Falls at Coeur d'Alene in the Idaho game. You can pick your favorite of these 3 great choices to cast your vote on KXLY.com. You can go over there right now. The poll will close tonight at 8 o'clock. That's all for Morning Sports. Tune in on 4 News Now at 6 and Nightside tonight.
Vote for your team or for the competition you want to see, and go M's. We got to bounce back. I mean, that was awful.
I kind of felt like I was getting beat up last night after every home run that they hit, but hey.
I feel bad that my neighbors heard me yelling at the TV quite loudly.
That's fair. Understandable.
About Kirby, but you know. It is now 6:27.
Well, 24 new townhomes planned for 5 Mile, but residents say that the dirt road can't handle the traffic, the pedestrian safety, and emergency access concerns. That's just ahead.
Plus, from the Kohberger case to a 60-year-old murder, Spokane investigators are using cutting-edge DNA analysis to solve what seemed like the unsolvable. How families finally get answers, coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
This month, get spooktacular savings on new Sierra 1500 Denali's with $16,250 off or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Do you think both of these tiles would work in my bathroom? Tired of the big box service?
At Caruso's Floors, we've kept Spokane covered for over 80 years.
Right now, during our fall sale, it's a great time to check out our selection of quality Karastan products.
Caruso's Floors.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
Now that summer is over and the kids are back in school, it's the perfect time to get some new flooring for your home or some stylish new cabinets before winter arrives from Northwest Granite and Cabinets.
At Northwest Granite, our showroom is packed full of great ideas. From stunning granite, marble and quartz countertops, to modern-looking wall panels, and a large selection of flooring options. Northwest Granite can help you design it and install it so you can enjoy it.
This month, get spooktacular savings on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's, up to $15,000 off or 3.9% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker is following some of the news that has you talking online this morning.
The NTSB has released its final report on the OceanGate Titan submersible, which imploded in 2023, killing 5 people. It says it was caused by OceanGate's, quote, inadequate engineering process. The company was also found to have flawed real-time monitoring data. As a result, the Titan should have been removed from service after it was damaged in a previous dive.
Well, fashion models weren't the only ones to hit the runway last night in the 2025 Victoria's Secret Fashion Show in New York City. Several athletes took part in the show as well, including Olympic gold medalist Suni Lee and WNBA star Angel Reese. Reese saying she put a lot of work to prep for the show, including working with a walking coach. Meanwhile, Lee said that she didn't want to do too much to prepare so that she could walk the runway as her normal self.
Scientists may have discovered the truth about Chicago's sidewalk rat hole. The animal-shaped imprint of what was assumed to be a brown rat went viral last year and attracted people from all over. Turns out the name's all wrong. Researchers analyzed the imprint's dimensions and concluded with a near 99% likelihood the mark was left by a squirrel. The scientists said the anatomical measurements are too large to match a rat. They also noted the lack of footprints indicated the creature likely fell onto the wet concrete, perhaps from a nearby tree.
Could have gone my whole life without knowing that story, but here we are.
Here we are.
Good morning, Northwest. Time right now is 6:31. Thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Grant.
I'm Robin Nance, and let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and that first alert forecast on a frosty start.
A frosty start. I'm going to organize a boxing match. Pizza Rat versus Sidewalk Squirrel. We'll see who wins. Hey, chilly temperatures right now. You're going to need the ice scraper again. 33 now in Coeur d'Alene, 34 in Spokane. Upper 20s in Poland and in Moses Lake. It has been a tough couple of mornings as the freezing temperatures have come a little bit early in many parts of central Washington this year. 25 in Colville, 30 in Sandpoint, freezing in Bonners Ferry, just above freezing, and foggy as well in St. Mary's to start the day. We got some freezing temperatures in the I-90 corridor as well between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Post Falls is down to 30 this morning. We're much warmer by the lake with more fog as well. 37 in Coeur d'Alene, 33 in Liberty Lake, 34 in the Valley in Spokane International with chilly conditions in Deer Park. There's that fog from Newport to Spirit Lake to Rathdrum and then all the way down through downtown Coeur d'Alene, or at least close by, and then across Lake Coeur d'Alene as well, all the way to the south end. So far, things have been pretty as expected compared to the last couple of days, but our pattern is about to change. We'll show you how coming up.
Murderers, rapists, missing family members. Local investigators working with new technology and a company in a different time zone are making identifications, putting an end to so many nightmares and heartbreaks. Investigative Genetic Genealogy, or IGG, almost sounds too good to be true, but it's real, and it's giving families in our community answers they never expected to find. That technology, Investigative Genetic Genealogy, is what linked Brian Kohberger to the brutal murders of these 4 U of I students in November of 2022.
And we were able to deliver a profile for the unknown person, the suspect in this crime, within days. And investigators started working on it alongside of us, within days. And then within weeks, there were leads. And by the end of December, there was an arrest.
Geneticist David Middleman and his team at Othram Incorporated in Texas played an integral part in Kohberger's conviction. DNA the killer left on a knife sheath found at the King Road house in Moscow was sent to Othram's lab, which sifted through millions of genetic markers to create the killer's profile.
If you leave DNA at a violent crime, then you'll be identified.
But even before the Kohberger case,
we do have boxes, and then we have boxes of evidence as well.
Othram helped local law enforcement solve a number of Spokane area cold cases.
This is a gentleman who was found in a landfill.
It helped Spokane County's medical examiner, Dr. Veena Singh, identify the remains of more than 20 people. Some of them had been with the ME's office for decades.
All of them were missing their names, and for us it's really important to get people identified, give them their names back, get them back to their families.
For other families like those of murder victims whose cases had gone cold, genetic genealogy is getting them the answers they thought they'd never get. Like the case of 9-year-old Candy Rogers. She was selling campfire candy door to door when she was kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and murdered in 1959. Her killer went unidentified until 2021. Spokane Police Sergeant Zach Stormont worked on that cold case.
Not long ago, detectives that worked here would not be able to believe what this is. It is science fiction come to life.
Evidence those detectives collected and stored 62 years earlier contained the DNA of Candy Rogers' killer. He left semen on her clothes.
For whatever reason, our agency did a great job of storing these cases.
SPD sent that genetic material to Othram, and using genome sequencing, it found some distant genetic matches. With that and detective work, Sergeant Stormont and the team narrowed the search to a Spokane family. One of the living relatives was a woman who assisted investigators, even giving some of her DNA to help find answers. That pointed to her father, John Ray Hoff, as Candy Rogers' killer. Hoff died in 1970. He was never even on SPD's radar.
There are people out there who have helped solve cold cases who don't even know it. They helped us leapfrog 2 suspects because they linked up the chain necessary to get to where we needed to be. And I wish there was a way to thank anybody that was involved in that.
It's important to note law enforcement cannot use your DNA that you have sent to a company like Ancestry.com or 23andMe. It can only use your DNA in a database you have given permission to law enforcement to access. But the ways it's being tested now is bringing closure for hundreds of families and ensuring no one gets away with violent crime and murder.
It no longer matters where the event happened, who it happened to, when it happened. Everyone has a chance with this new technology for answers and justice.
And SPD Sergeant Stormont says if you would like to help and be part of solving crimes and missing persons cases, there are 2 databases you can check out. I will link them to this story on KXLY.com. We'll also link to the local cases Othram has helped solve.
People who live in 5 Mile are concerned about a new townhome development in the works near Austin Road. The proposal is for 24 townhomes and 63 parking spots. The 5 Mile Neighborhood Council chair says that they don't oppose new housing here, but they worry about Austin Road being unpaved. The road also doesn't have a sidewalk, and many residents use this road to walk to the nearby Park and Ride.
The shortest distance to the 5 Mile Plaza Park and Ride is only partially paved. It's a very narrow road. There's no sidewalks. Any pedestrians or cyclists have to be very careful, especially on this dirt road currently.
That's Aaron Reese. He's the neighborhood council chair, and he says he's also concerned about emergency vehicles getting in and out of the neighborhood in case of a wildfire.
Starting this morning, drivers on Highway 95 near Dufort Road should plan for extra travel time. The Idaho Transportation Department's closing the southbound right turn lane for safety improvements. It just closed this morning and will remain closed until Monday evening at 5, so crews can widen the lane to make turning easier and safer. Once the project's done, the ITD says turning traffic will no longer block the view of oncoming traffic, improving sight for drivers on Dufort Road trying to turn onto Highway 95. So hope the weather cooperates, they can get work done. It's now 6:37.
Checking back in, meteorologist Matt Gray this morning. Taking a look at our day today.
Yeah, so we have a pretty similar day the last couple of days. Chilly in the morning, nice in the afternoon. But we start to see some changes heading into tonight and tomorrow. And some bigger changes are ahead for the weekend. Give you a preview after this.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, protein powders promise better health, but some contain 15 times the safe daily lead limit. After the break, the investigation that tested 23 popular brands, what it found and which ones you're probably going to want to avoid. That's next. And before we go to a break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, AI prank warning.
You're causing your friends or your family to panic, to think you're in danger.
Imagine picking up your phone and you see an intruder at your door. But these images are not real.
It just let people in our house.
They're part of a trend called the AI homeless man prank, where users deploy artificial intelligence to create fake images of a man inside your home. Police are warning it needs to stop now.
We will get to the bottom of the matter if it's a real crime or if it's a prank. If you're thinking this is funny or you're thinking this is something you may want to try, please think twice on behalf of your friends and family. And then also don't risk getting yourself in trouble or having to go to court being charged with this. It's easily preventable.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this AI prank trend. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
My generalized myasthenia gravis was unpredictable and limited what I could do. But Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living. It is reduced muscle weakness, and Ultomiris is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year for a predictable routine I can count on.
Ultomiris may lower your ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Talk to your neurologist today.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Escape to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Mistaqua.com.
AutoNation makes it easy to say hello to your next car. Shop over 25,000 used vehicles now at AutoNation.com. Plus, we'll buy your car for top dollar and pay you the same day. Visit your nearest AutoNation store today.
It's that time of year to get fall flooring specials from Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop for wood.
Get your home ready for the holidays with big fall savings on new vinyl, hardwood, or laminate flooring from the pros at Windsor Plywood.
After a car wreck, Big Insurance moves fast to protect themselves, not you. That's why it's critical to call us as soon as possible.
With Craig Swap & Associates, we make sure the process is fair for you.
I knew I really needed help after my accident, so I called Craig Swap & Associates. They not only fought for me, but treated me fairly every step of the way.
The sooner you call us, the faster we can make things right. One call, that's all.
Call the 9s, 509-999-9999.
Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week. Brought to you by BECU.
Keeping your teen drivers safe shouldn't crash your budget. I'm Natalie Grant from 4 News Now. From the car they drive to the insurance plan you choose, I'll show you how to cut costs without skimping on protection. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest. Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:43. Protein powders and shakes continue to gain popularity as good workout fuel and meal replacements.
A new Consumer Reports investigation reveals a hidden danger. Some supplements contain concerning levels of lead. CR tested 23 popular protein powders and shakes. The results show more than 2/3 contained more lead in a single serving than what experts consider safe for an entire day. Plant-based products had the most concerning results.
Specifically, when it came to plant-based powders, they had some of the highest levels of lead. They were 9 times higher than the dairy-based protein powders we tested, and they were double that of the beef-based powders we tested.
Naked Nutrition's Vegan Mass Gainer tested at roughly 1,570% of Consumer Reports' daily lead limit. Huel's Black Edition vegan powder also raised concerns with more than 1,200%. Nutritionists say most people don't need protein supplements. Everyday foods like beans, tofu, eggs, dairy, fish, and lean meats already supply enough protein. Consumer Reports experts say, given the risks, you may want to use these products only occasionally.
Well, teen drivers can be risky behind the wheel and costly to insure, but there are ways to protect your child and your wallet.
You're going to want to choose a car that isn't too small and also that isn't too fast. Not only is it going to be cheaper to insure, but it's also going to give that teen driver a better sense of their speed.
Consumer Reports shares smart moves for safety and the insurance choices that could save your family hundreds of dollars a year. You can watch that story tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
We'll be back with more Good Morning Northwest coming up right after this quick break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome Broadway's Rock of Ages, the driving music force that rocked Broadway and millions of fans in the groundbreaking show Rock of Ages live in concert at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, November 20th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
When it comes to taking care of your car, trust the family-owned service department that puts you first. At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we don't just fix cars, we keep your family safe on the road. With no hidden fees or surprise charges, you'll always know exactly what you're paying for. And with us, you only pay a 6% tax on parts, never on labor. Come to Coeur d'Alene Honda, where quality service meets honest pricing every time. Call us to schedule an appointment today.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF. This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds this weekend.
Maybe your home project is possible, and maybe those unexpected bills are more manageable than you think. Maybe investing in your business is the right move right now, because BECU is making it easier with reduced rates on loans for a limited time. So maybe all you need is a financial partner whose goal is to help you reach yours. Check today's rates at becu.org/great rates.
In sports, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
Like the low ball.
The insurance company's all about paying you as little as possible.
They offer you a quick check and hope that you'll just go away.
Only to find out later, you are entitled to more.
Don't get lowballed, call us.
We're attorneys Russell and Hill.
We know the insurance game.
And we know how to win.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. And want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Good morning. Welcome back. It's now 6:47. We want to give you this live look at Argonne Road. That project's been going on since June, and it is that whole traffic congestion supposed to be, easing things up. But yeah, the work was supposed to be done mid-October.
It is mid-October.
It is mid-October, and they're still down to 1 lane each direction, and it is a nightmare for folks.
We have reached out to the county just to see what an update is on this project, because I know on my social media I see people all the time complaining about this construction, how it's just kind of a nightmare to get through Millwood. So if there is an end in sight,
yeah, they say they're in the home stretch. We'll see. We'll let you know what we learn. But yeah, it's still happening. And the weather, if it cooperates, they can get stuff done faster,
Yeah,
that's helpful.
We're having sunshine, that's positive.
Yep.
It's definitely been a little chilly in the mornings, and that has continued here this morning as we wait for the sun to rise after we're off the air here at 7 p.m. I just said 7 p.m. 7 a.m. 34 in Spokane, 33 in Coeur d'Alene this morning. You can see a little bit of limited visibility there in the background here as we're looking south towards Lake Coeur d'Alene on the camera. So we have a little bit of fog here around Cougar Bay, and then as we head up north, basically right along Atlas Road, this fog is hugging based on the satellite pictures. It's that blue color. The kind of brighter it is, the thicker we are seeing areas of fog and low cloud cover. Rathdrum and then up Highway 41 to Spirit Lake, the Ramsey area, all the way to Athol and the Silverwood area as well. that's where we're seeing a lot of foggy conditions kind of right over the heart of the Rathdrum Prairie and into northern Kootenai County. Also seeing fog up around the Newport and Sandpoint area this morning, and then down across Lake Coeur d'Alene into the St. Mary's area. Some parts of the Silver Valley seeing a little bit of fog as well as the Dworshak Reservoir in north central Idaho. Everybody else seeing some clear skies, at least for the time being. We'll see lots of sun again for today. Temperatures will be in the same range as they've been for the last couple of days. We're talking middle and upper 50s. The change begins this evening. Start to see a few more clouds in our sky, and that's because we are going to get sideswiped by a storm system coming up for Friday. Here's your high today, 56. For tonight, warmer temperatures, and that goes for everybody. For the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, will be in the upper 30s instead of the middle and low 30s. That begins with some cloud cover overnight that'll help keep us a little bit more insulated, and some southerly winds down at the ground level. Will be sideswiped by this system on Friday, so a couple of showers will be possible in North Idaho, but overall rain chances are pretty low, only about 20% at most in North Idaho. We'll keep a slight chance of a shower through Saturday, but the big weather is coming for Sunday. It's going to be wet and it's going to be windy to end the weekend. Your morning sprint coming up right after these messages.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
Nearly 2 years ago, 75% of Spokane voters approved Prop 1, a measure to ban public camping near schools, parks, and childcare centers. But our elected officials have done nothing to stop the camping. Crime and open drug use have only gotten worse, much worse. Kate Tellis is on record opposing the will of the voters on Prop 1. But Alejandro is for stopping criminal activity on our streets, while offering real help to those in need. So please, vote Alejandro for Spokane City Council.
Bill's Heating and AC has not 1, not 2, but 3 warehouses overstocked with tankless water heaters. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a tankless water heater installed for only $3,500 to $4,500, depending on the model. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake, or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
This week is the perfect time to upgrade your home at Walker's Furniture.
We're doubling and tripling the savings on beautiful new sofa and love seat combinations, stylish new bedroom sets, and the best selection of top name brand mattress sets.
It's all on sale this week, and you can multiply your savings with a sales tax discount or take advantage of 5 years no interest financing with no money down and no minimum purchase required.
Get it today and pay over time.
This week at Walker's Furniture.
Do you have old or unused medication? Keep your loved ones safe by disposing of your unneeded medications at a drop-off location. It's a simple way to make your home safer and to help prevent misuse or accidental poisoning. Find a secure take-back kiosk near you at medtakebackwashington.org.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint. Increasing anger in Israel this morning as the bodies of several hostages have not been returned by Hamas.
And meteorologist Matt Gray is looking ahead to some chilly weather for your weekend. But first, as the government shutdown drags into a third week, federal workers not receiving pay include several types of FAA workers and TSA agents. If you are traveling, these call-outs could affect your flights. The FAA said at least 12 facilities did not have enough air traffic controllers last Friday. Some of those impacted airports were in major metro areas like New York and Chicago. For the latest on the effects of the government shutdown, stay tuned for Good Morning America starting at 7.
The Israeli government is set to hold a state memorial ceremony today for the victims of this October 7th attack. It comes amid increasing anger that the bodies of several hostages have not been returned. So far, only 9 of the 28 deceased hostages have been returned to Israel since the ceasefire deal took effect. Hamas said yesterday it has handed over all the bodies it can access and will need significant efforts and special equipment to recover more remains. President Donald Trump says Israeli forces could resume fighting in Gaza, quote, as soon as I say the word, if Hamas does not uphold its end of the ceasefire deal.
In your forecast, more patchy fog and chilly temperatures close to freezing this morning. We'll have more sunshine for midday. Temperatures back into the middle and upper 50s, similar to the past couple of days around the inland northwest. Increasing clouds will mean a warmer night tonight. We'll be up into the upper 30s instead. We'll cool back down again for the start of Saturday, but another weather system will really warm things up and have a chance of rain by the end of the weekend.
A first responder team on the West Plains is working to make their community safer and make fewer arrests at the same time. The West Plains Crisis Response Team is a program run by the Airway Heights and Cheney Police Departments. It was created in 2023, but recently got 2 new members. This new all-women team is working to redefine what policing looks like by getting our most vulnerable populations connected with the help they need. Both police departments say there is an increased need for the program as the number of crisis calls continues to rise.
Spokane Valley Police arrested a 7-time convicted felon for a shooting last month. It happened in a home on Harrington Avenue and Vista Road on September 29th. Police say 42-year-old Justin Hancock argued with another person over a vehicle. It then escalated, and officers say Hancock fired a shot near the victim. As a convicted felon, Hancock can't legally own a firearm. Police arrested him Tuesday for first-degree assault and unlawful possession of a firearm.
An 11-year-old Lewiston boy is fighting for his life in the hospital, injured when a truck hit him while he rode his bike. Lewiston police say that boy was riding in a crosswalk at 21st Street and 11th Avenue around 7:45 yesterday morning. Police say a 21-year-old man in a Ford F-150 was turning right on a green light when he hit the boy. The driver stayed at the scene and is not suspected of being under the influence. After being transported to a local hospital, the boy was life-flighted to Spokane with life-threatening injuries. Lewiston police want to hear from any witnesses.
Starting this morning, drivers on Highway 95 near Dufort Road should plan for some extra travel time. The Idaho Transportation Department is closing the southbound right turn lane for safety improvements. It just closed this morning and will be closed until 5 on Monday evening, so crews can widen the lane and make turning easier and safer. Once the project is complete, the ITD says turning traffic will no longer block the view of oncoming traffic, improving sight for drivers on Dufort Road trying to turn onto Highway 95.
In Sandpoint, middle and high school students who take part in the North Idaho High School aerospace program celebrated having 2 of their planes certified as airworthy by the FAA. With the certification, these planes can begin flight testing. Eric Gray, a former student, is qualified and been selected to be the test pilot. During this program, students not only learn STEM skills specific to aviation, but also develop critical teamwork habits and leadership skills. To learn more about the program, find this story on KXOI.com.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray. It's right after this break.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Visit us online at parkersubaru.com or come by and see us at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Do you think both of these tiles would work in my bathroom?
Tired of a big box service?
At Caruso's Floors, we've kept Spokane covered for over 80 years.
Right now, during our fall sale, it's a great time to check out our selection of quality Karastan products.
Caruso's Floors.
The sun getting ready to rise on another chilly morning here in the inland Northwest. Definitely had more of those fall feelings here this week. And we've had some beautiful sunshine. Looking like we are going to get cloudier over the course of the weekend and into early next week as well. In the meantime, some gusty winds will actually keep us a little bit warmer for the start of tomorrow. So we'll break from some of the chillier temperatures and some of the mandatory ice scraping you've needed over the past couple of days.
Some mandatory water for Matt.
Yes, please.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in to Good Morning Northwest today. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, we sure do. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America with some live local updates. GMA starts right now.